action! I never give up! Halt, Noctilus! I accept! It is done! Halt, Noctilus! You serve me! Halt, Noctilus! To these winds!
Soon!
Defeat is unacceptable! Is that it? Harnessing the kills!
Yes, Captain!
Undead!
Drown!
Stop at nothing! Give them death!
Corpse crew! Door!
Oblivion!
Out of the way! die! Ready? Ready? Fight! Fight!
Bonk, bonk!
Squeak! Squeak! For clad! Clad! Rocketatus! Rocketatus! You tricked us! What? Master of masters!
Eat them!
Law of pestilence! Fight, attack! Nash, kill, kill! Faster, Sully! It's deadly! Slay, slay! Slay, kill! Scary cattle threat! Like a cannon! Jumbo! Stand stirring! Insect kill! Plague cast! Law of pestilence! Mark scurry, yes! Skaven, yes, yes! Yeah, scurry, baby! Yes, master, scurrying! Fight them! My tail's yours! Yes, yes, brethren! Red box, yes! Quick, quick! Greenery cattle trick! Attack! Right on the car! Lord Sprout! Eat right! Spread that! Find sink! Back on the ground! Blessed with fill! Good! Fight! Fight! What? Onwards! Strain the cup! Lord Sprout! So be it! Of plague! Clan rats! Rigorant! Expanat! Yes, yes, yes! Skaven, yes, yes! Master kill! Rat chase! War cannon lighting! Faster, scurry! Die! 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 Friendly fight! Back on the ground! Lord Sprout! Attack once faster! Loyalty master! Council command! Stop us! Go! Attack! Charge! Lord Sprout! Yiki! Sith! Law of pestilence! Perform lightning cannon! Oxtail's yours! Assassin!
clan rats. Clan rats are just always so cost effective.
King Luan Leon. Battle ready. We are ready. Squires. We are ready. Squires. Men at arms. What orders? Men of Bretonia. Ready for battle. Orders, my lord. Infantry! Ready for orders! Quickly, lads! Cut them down! Human archers! Doing our duty! Cut them down! Victory! I shall prevail! Men of Bretonia! Run, men! My lord! Take it off! This is my will! Anthony! My lord! This is my will! Slay them!
Swiftly!
King Luan Leocan! Quickly now! Shift it! We serve our liege! Maclari! The lady's chosen! Ready to serve! King Luan Leocan!
Power of light!
Get a moving! Doing your bidding! Right! Human archers! King Luan Leocan! Quickly, lads! Men at arms! King Luan Leocan!
On speed!
Infantry! Attack! It shall be! At once! Remember your boss!
The true heart shall prevail!
Clear out! Honor the lady! Infantry! Lances ready! Die, fiends! Righteous fury!
I see much!
So this is pretty much a typical Bretonia against Orc list, where you pretty much just gonna bring Knights of the Realm. As you can see, all 4 of them perform really well, and they were all very healthy as well. And then Mounted Yeoman, very cost effective against the likes of Orc Boys, or Trolls and Orc Boy Beacons. And then thanks, yeah, it was a good game. The academy started. Yeah. Anyways, so basically King Luan has the really big terror bomb, plus the Denzel Heaven with the Curse of the Midnight. So it was just a very typical game. We can just go through the replays and see exactly what happened. And I also like those 2 squires as well. They really hold up quite well against the likes of Black Orcs. The thing about squires that they trade upwards really well. Like they trade with Black Orcs, Great Swords, and all kinds of elite infantry really well, but they trade down really bad. So you don't want to just throw a squire into a Orc Boys, for example. Alright, so basically I'm just going to wrap around with those archers to annoy this block here. And then meanwhile, the bulk of orc infantry is just going towards my infantry. Just triple speed a little bit. And still just trying to poke and trying to annoy them. Meanwhile, dish a lot of damage onto them. And the thing here is that I really want to get some damage onto these guys rather than trolls, because trolls just gonna heal. And then there's a frontline engagement. I popped Luan's ability, and I charging with my knights. Popped Kith of Midnight. And then those black orcs move in. I need to retreat. Meanwhile, everything happening here, I actually abused those orc ball beacons speed by basically just shoot them into pieces. And the front line, you're just throwing one chaff at a time. And then I think I throw in my squads as well. And then those knights going back until they saw the trolls. So I just meanwhile peel 2 of them off to deal with the trolls. And these trolls are not anti-large, and Knights of the Realm are anti-large, so trolls not gonna stand that long against Knights of the Realm. And then just basically mop the floor at the orc back 9, get rid of everything, and then deal with the Black Orc's Nest. That's my game plan, and it pretty much worked. So meanwhile, I'm clearing out everything back here. Those Black Orcs are having a field day against my squires and my man-arms. But you know, we just basically held. Like, the entire purpose of this is just hold. Alright. And there you go. Everything charging to those Black Orcs. Get rid of them. And we got a full surround onto Gringo, Ironhide, and Black Orcs. And then Curse of the Midnight, plus Luan, everything just basically routed. Yeah, full squads can take down Chaos Warriors with Great Weapon pretty well as well. Those Chaos Warriors actually are carrying axes. And they are very, very good. These guys, these guys are the best infantry in terms of cost efficiency in the game. They just really well. They trade down really well, they trade up really well. But in the case of foot squads actually trade decently with them, because foot squads are anti-infantry and armor piercing. So which basically makes them trade really well with anything armored. Oh really? Foot squads can win? That's really good. That's just the value, because foot squads I think were much cheaper, right? It's Britannia. There you go. Yeah, 675. That's the value. And if you use them to trade with, for example, Phoenix Guards, or maybe, you know, some more elite infantry like Chosen, they're gonna do just well, because they're just really efficient trade upwards. They're not gonna beat them, but they're gonna do a lot of HP damage. Alright, let's save that list though. I kind of just built that list when I fought that orc player. So now let's go back and see what exactly I brought and save the list. I believe I had King Luan, and then I had a Danzo with Heaven on a horse. We don't need that. Get Curse of the Midnight Wing. Maybe get this. I like the Scroll of Shielding really well. Maybe get Power Stone as well. And then in terms of infantry, 2 squares, and then get Knights of the Realm. and then get multi-yeoman archers, then get more chops, and I think that was the least. Right, let's save it. Actually, maybe buff these guys' leadership a little bit. There you go. So that's Brett against Orcs. Alright. If you have any questions in regard to matchups or in regard to certain units, you need my comments on, please just feel free to ask, and I'll be more than happy to answer. Like, I'm not really a expert in every single matchup, but I play a lot of factions and I play a lot of games, so I should have somewhat a decent amount of experience. Right, looks like we found a match. We fought 2 chaos from the same player today, and then we fought a orc. Looks like now we're gonna fight dark elves. Interesting. Against dark elves, I can do. Kind of want to test builds. Should I try Skaven? What should I try against Dark Elves? That's a very interesting question. I haven't played Chaos today, I think. Maybe we can try play Chaos. Or we can play V Coast. Let's play Chaos first. Alright. Or we can play V Coast. I'm hesitating. Yeah, try Chaos first, and then maybe next time we try V Coast against Dark Elves. Oops, that's not the one I wanted. Coast, Chaos, DE, there you go. He's ready. Alright, good luck. Oh, this guy's... that's sweet. It's from Great Britain. Hey, what do you think about splash damage attack? Are they that relevant? I saw Corporeals, for example, have this when they trade with medium size like Cav. A lot of stuff do splash damage, and it's generally really good. For example, most monster lords, like for example Kolok and Durthu, and these monster lords are so good because of they do splash damage. Now each hit is gonna splash and hit multiple targets, and that's really good. One of other example is very extreme example is giant. One swing from a giant is gonna hit like a bunch of units. So that's why giants and stuff are gonna perform really well against infantry or medium-sized like cavalry stuff. So yeah, I think they are very good. But also things that splash damage normally are considered large, so they are acceptable for anti-large, and also they are acceptable for range fire. So that's something you need to keep in mind when using them. So you better have an answer for those range fires or anti-large units. But besides that, if you can use them smartly, they will always perform. Alright. This is a matchup Chaos Infantry can struggle because of Dark Elf Infantry. Dark Elf's Executioner, in my opinion, is one of the best units in the game. And this is a pretty old list, so like I've been rocking this list 6 months ago against Dark Elves. It went pretty well, but I'm not too sure whether like what direction the game has evolved into, and whether this list still as good as before. Guess we just gonna wait and see. Alright, they brought pretty much the same number as we did, but Chaos roster is normally smaller, so I guess he's rocking some skirmish cap as well. Everything is hiding. Interesting. So that means he doesn't have a Lord on Black Dragon. That's a good news. And when you can see the map, when everything is hiding, the map actually tells you where they are hiding, like where they are likely hiding. These black areas are the unspotted areas, so they're most likely just camping here. So we're gonna send in our Lord to have to basically scout a little bit. And that's all the way at the corner as well. Ah, there you go, something I spotted. That's a Witch Elf unit. Yeah, his entire army is camping here. Black God of Legrand. It's a very infantry heavy list, which is good for me because I brought a cannon. Sorry, Hail Cannon. And Hail Cannon is really good at mopping the floor with infantry. Is that a... Oh, that's a Death Hack on foot. Interesting. Dreadlord Sword and Shield. Where's the caster? I don't think there's a caster. Oops. Dodge those bullets. Black God of Legrand again. There's no executioners. I think at some point he's gonna realize that he has to come out of the woods, right? Let's just play a little bit skirmish with him. Meanwhile, group everything here and maybe move up a little bit to here. And then let's cast a Let's cast a Fate of Buna onto one of the black guts. There you go. And then let's poke onto that death's head for a bit. Oh, don't get shot like that. Alright. That's pretty bad. Don't do that. Alright, basically one volley of focus fire, I lost a Marauder Horseman unit. And in this matchup here, like everything is infantry, so he basically denies the value of these guys. Let's move up my cannon and start shooting. And they're gonna realize that they have to kind of engage. These guys, the health is really good. Almost gonna take 2 to get rid of him. Is he really gonna just camp? Oh man, come on. Alright, separate this guy. And get the rest of them here. Lucky I have all these Trojans though. There you go, one shot. Nice shot. Actually, shoot into those guys. Are you even shooting? Oh, they're shooting me. That's a bad shot. Alright, let's shoot into those food shelves. Oh good, they are coming out. Nice. That's really nice of you, coming out like that. Alright, I think he's gonna shoot me. And I'm just gonna get my Trojans to engage those guys. Meanwhile, I'm gonna wrap around with these guys. And get onto the end. And just map around. Wrap around. You guys get back there. Provide some support. And you guys shoot into those black guts. Okay, they're engaged now, which is nice.
Charge them!
Still gonna just cast that. Alright, you guys get in there. Nice, nice. There you go. Good job. wrap around,
Guards on! Give us cover!
and you guys shoot into that block there.
Sorcerer Lord! Give us guarded! Kill the Salamanders!
Nice.
Bring us to carnage!
Wrap around,
Yes, Lord!
get onto them.
Fast!
There you go. And maybe shoot into these guys for a bit.
Moving fast!
And everything.
Fight! Fight!
There you go. Get it. Rear charge into those spears. I don't think we want to fight that Drake Lord yet. Let's cast a Spear Leech and get this chosen there to attack that gas hut. And then you probably need to stop firing. And just face downwards. Thank you. And you guys probably go here.
What do you mean?
And GG. So against Chaos, I don't think this is gonna be a way to go, because this list is very acceptable for infantry heavy lists like this. They are very good against the likes of monsters, but most Chaos player will not pick Kolek or Shagas into Dark Elves simply because of the dark shots with shields and also the crossbow Dark Riders. They are just too good again. Like, they're just too good at killing monsters. Like, a couple focus fire Kolek is gone. So most Chaos player, if they are smart, they will not pick monsters into you. Alright. Actually, let's try something. I'm thinking about what other factions I want to use to fight Dark Elves. I really want to use V Coast, and I think he's pretty good. So I can play like a defensive style of V Coast by doing this. Get that, pitch that. I like the clauses, by the way, like 22 ammunition, 630 splash damage projectile is just really good. Alright, so that's the caster and the lord taken care of, and then we're gonna get some, maybe get one cannon. I don't want to invest too much. And then get deck guns, and if you want to pick deck guns, I think I need to pick these guys, because I need to have something to deal with the harpies, I think. Right. Speaking of harpies, how do these guys trade with harpies? I don't think Failbats can win against harpies. And I do like Depth Guard, but Depth Guard is like a very special unit, because they are not very good if you put them right in the middle of the front line and just engage them straight away, because they barely have any HP. Like 4725 is really low for infantry unit, so they're not good at tanking stuff, but they are very good at killing stuff because of the high weapon damage. So what you're gonna do is you're basically gonna always pair them with a zombie unit. So whenever you want to use a depth guard, you always want to use in a 2v1 situation where you have the zombies in the front and depth guard in the back. So in this kind of scenario, depth guard is gonna beat every single infantry in this game simply because of frenzy and hunger trait. Alright, so I'm gonna pick some zombies and against dark elves, maybe pick some of these as well, but I don't have enough money for more. The money is really a big issue. I wish I have more money so I can do more stuff, but I'll stick with this for now, I think. Yep. Have a cannon, have these, have depth guard, and still have 239 left, which is a lot, by the way. Anti-large maybe, yeah. What I'm concerned about Dark Elves are infantry, because they don't really have that many large units except the Cold One Spear Riders and Black Dragon, which all can be taken care of by cannon and your deck droppers handgun. The thing is, if the Dark Elf player is smart, he's gonna pick a lot of harpies to get rid of your deck droppers, and that's when you need to use your Lord and those two miniguns. I call these miniguns because they're the cheapest, and they don't do that much AP damage, but they're very good at against the likes of harpies. So you basically want to use your range to get rid of the harpies, protect your deck droppers, and if your deck droppers survived the harpies, then it's gonna be a whole different story. So right now I think I might just drop these. I'm not too sure, because these guys are good, but they don't really perform that well. Like for the past 2 games I played V-Coast. Maybe I just get one more depth guard and just to see how it goes, and like that. Save it, and we're gonna just test this out. Alright, so that's Coast against the Overwrite. Alright, let's try play another game. The ones cost 550 are amazing. Which unit you talking about? Oh, these guys. Yes, they absolutely amazing. They have very good range compared to the rest of them, and they do armor piercing damage. So in theory, I could just pick them instead of deck droppers, because the thing is, when you pick deck droppers, it's always gonna give you an advantage of the air's like superiority. If you have air, like if you just basically have an air advantage, then you basically can just do a lot of maneuver with them, and you can very effectively pin down enemy large unit. Like deck droppers, the AP damage is just so good. 33, like it's just amazing. Even though they don't have a lot of models, but these guys are very good at killing large monsters, cav, whatever you say, like lord, anything armored, they're just gonna take care of it. So your opponent have to bring something to answer them. If they don't, they're basically just screwed, you know. And for these guys, they are very good. Like I compare them with Empire handguns. Like they're a little bit worse, but in my opinion, they are also very decent. But the thing is, they are infantry, and the infantry are very acceptable for anything that can move really fast and kill them really fast. So if you bring these guys, you better have a lot of things to protect them. And on V coast, because you don't really have any anti-large cav, you don't have any cav, and you don't really have that many anti-large fast-moving units. So basically means you just cannot protect your infantry rangers. Yes, harpies. So that's what I'm saying. You have to have something to deal with the harpies. Otherwise, if they just spend 4 harpies and all your deck troopers are gone, and then you're just gonna instantly lose, right? So that's why I brought these guys. And my lord is actually on Colossus, and which has a missile damage as well. And also I can even just use cannons to kill some models as well. So before the harpies make into my deck troopers, they're gonna lose a lot of HP, and when they make into the mass of my deck troopers, I'm still gonna just babysit them with my zombie parrot guns, and also I'm gonna heal them. And from my experience, I can win against 4 harpies, but I'm not too sure against 6 though. Like, I mean, if they spend 6 harpies, then you know the infantry is gonna be relatively small, and then probably I'm just gonna mop the floor with my depth guard and my clothes and still win. So it's like a trade, you know. Alright, let's play some games to put this in the practice. Hopefully we can fight another Dark Elf player and to just show you exactly what I've talked about. Alright, hopefully he's gonna pick Dark Elves. No, he's pick Empire. Alright. So what I want to do with Empire, very interesting. How do I want to fight Empire? I can do a lot of factions against them, but let's see exactly what I want to do here. I can try Lizardman, to be honest. I think Lizardman is gonna be really good against Empire. Let's play Lizardman. And I like the idea of Cold Blood got reworked, but some people say that Lizardman took a lot of heat because of the nerf of Cold Blood. But I don't really think it nerfs them that much. So before Cold Blood actually heals, and right now the mechanic completely changed. Right now Cold Blood actually stops your unit from rampage and gives them leadership, which is handy when you use it correctly. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I think so, because if you play at your advantage, I think it's kind of a buff for Lizardman, because rampage is, I always think that rampage is the it's the worst mechanic in this game. Like, I don't know, like a unit go rampage and it just doesn't listen to your orders and just get them killed. So right now you can actually eliminate those situations, which is nice. All right. Oh, if I check the map again, I will not pick Lizzie. Alright, guess we're just gonna make do. Right. You have these guys on the flank here. Why you ready up so quickly? That's interesting. Alright. 3. Maybe get these guys on 4. Get these guys on 5. 6. 7. And let's see what you got. Oh, there you go. That's gonna be a massacre. They're not gonna win. Come on, Pistoliers. For real? And all of them are slowed as well. They're gonna just die horribly. And you see they're chasing now, which is nice as well. You get onto that celestial wizard. And you guys just retreat back. You guys retreat back as well. They saw that, so now they're gonna retreat again. Meanwhile, we're just gonna advance a little bit. There you go. Kill cow friends. Go. Pop everything. And I'm gonna cast that onto Oroka as well. And I'm gonna stop the rampage on these guys. There you go. Alright, you guys keep on shooting then. Kill that cow friends, please. And heal them up a little bit. There you go. Alright, cow friends is gone. Which is nice. Alright. You guys stop rampage again and actually cast that onto you. Come on. There you go. And how about a hand of the god onto these guys? And you guys going this works. There you go. And I'm gonna show you guys something amazing. Watch. Oh man, I love it. Alright, everything shatters. GG. So Kill Friends, Warrior Priest, and then rank 9 Rex God. Also, you don't want to pick Pistoliers into Lizzieman as well because of how bad they trade with Canadian Skinks. You just never want to do that. But I'm actually kind of surprised by the power of those Rex God. They actually beat 2 of my Code 1 Spear Riders. That's amazing. Like this, that's how I think was, yeah, that was really good wind. Like there was at least 4 units right there, and they just all got blasted and instantly shatters. That was funny to watch. Because I think he was kind of panicked because his HQ, like, and his leadership and all his important units were got tied down by my Kroka and 2 Code 1 Spear Riders. So he just basically clicked everything into one spot. That's why everything's stacked together. Alright. I think this guy is not ready yet. There you go. He's not ready. Alright. Do I want to change anything with that list? Let me see. I don't think I want to change anything. No, I'll stick it with now. Still one more. I think they are having a tournament going at the moment. Shatnan was casting something on the Twitch as well. All right. Yep. I'll be very interested to have a look after the tournament ends to see basically how everybody else plays at the moment. Loscan, very interesting. Alright. Let's see how we're gonna deal with Loscan. Should we just try a founding build? Interesting. We can actually use amp on high offs, but trying to do something here. Get that, and get this. Should we use Alaria? Yeah, why not? And then get 2 sisters. Get that firebomb. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then get another sister maybe. What else I need? I think in general I just need a lot of infantry to protect them. Alright. This might suck though. This might be the first loss of today, but we'll see. I'm always not that confident in playing such a small army, but I really want to try some Sisters gameplay. I think they could be really good if I play it right. Alright. It's a good map though. It's a very good map for Sisters gameplay. I'm just gonna deploy here. Deploy up there. 1, 2, 3. I can actually get 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. And then
It shall be done.
like this, maybe. And adjust then later.
My power is yours. Yes.
It all depends on how these Sisters do. So,
Ready.
right.
Loyal.
Oh, really? Very interesting, Tony. Just one faction for the whole thing. Oh, yes, I know that. I know that kind of tournament style, where you need to pick your faction beforehand, and then you're just gonna stick with this one faction against everybody.
Yes.
Alright. Oh, I see. Now I have more confidence. Now I think he's going the monsters route, like maybe Mammoth and stuff, which is basically play right into my trap, in my opinion.
Understood.
Sisters range is really good. I like the range on that. Alright. Let's do this and move up a little bit. There you go.
Without fail.
So move to here. I think that's a pretty good spot. So 2, 1, 2. Okay, Loscan Warhammer 1 unit Loscan Ice Wolves. Lord of Choice, Wolfrank the Wanderer on a horse. Vermeer Shadow Caster. Vermeer Warriors. These are just Marauders, yeah. Some Marauders. Marauder Champions, 2 of them. Alright. I want to take another look. Is that everything he's got? I think so. But he should have more money though. And there's nothing on the air and nothing anti-air as well. So which means I can just use Alaria to just basically snipe. So never overcast that, I see. Never overcast. That's interesting.
Isha's chosen. Driving back the dark. Hear my gift.
Ah, there's a regiment of renowned Vermeer. That's why. And there you go. Eat that, Wolfric. Eat that. Alright, so there's gonna be a lot of Vermeer warriors.
As you say.
Let's set up my 9 here,
It will be done.
so that
Loyal.
I think
Spearman.
3 is enough already.
As you say.
And then maybe just double 9 like this.
Ready. Agreed. Awaiting orders.
And put these guys right behind then.
We away.
and then maybe cast that again.
Driving back the dark.
I don't understand, like, if these guys are getting
Fireball.
far away from their ranks, I might just do something.
Be done. For duty. It will be done.
It will be done. Orders received.
Understood. Orders
Okay.
received.
Yeah, they're getting really far away, which is nice.
For Assyria.
Oh, oops. Don't dive in. Wolfbreaker is right here. So cast another snipe.
March. Asa. Forward.
And
Glorial be ever queen.
nope, let's not do that.
Of Avalon.
Let's chill. Alright, let's just chill.
Glorial be ever queen.
Forward.
Okay, that ever close.
Of course. Yes, very well. It is done. At once.
Okay, who I want to shoot first? I want to shoot these
Cooling the wind.
one volley.
Ulfwan. Servant of light.
Okay. There you go, just melt then.
Spearman. Acknowledged.
Get onto those familiar.
As you say. Setting forth.
Alariel the Evergreen. Genui. Sail. Lakoy.
Alright, there you go. Actually just pop that right here
Isha. Slipra.
and go back here a little bit. Shoot into those familiar.
White lions.
Now white lions in position.
Loyal. Apace.
Alariel the Evergreen. Sail. Moving.
And get you here to provide
Forward.
all the good things. And then after taking care of that unit there, I'm just gonna shoot Wolfric. There you go, shoot Wolfric.
High priestess.
And plus one more.
My gifts.
Oh, that's really good. That's a sea fan.
Loyal. By your command.
To war.
Alright.
One.
Let's kill Wolfric now.
Orders understood. Move.
Spearman.
There you go, Wolfric out of the map.
Kadai
then-
be praised.
That's fine, that's fine. I don't even care.
To battle.
Sarior. Orders. Araya.
Actually, kill that Shadowcaster.
Alariel the Everqueen.
There you go.
Fireball. Loyal.
Alariel the Everqueen.
Get onto them. There you go.
Light of Avalon.
And then
Alariel.
charge back.
Attack. My power is yours.
After he's gone,
Crush them. Attack.
shoot on these guys again. And get my white lines in.
Spearman. For Ulfwan.
Get white lines to take care of that.
For duty. By Alariel.
Isha's chosen.
White lions.
For the Everqueen.
Alright.
Maintaining order. Alariel the Everqueen.
For duty. Quickly now.
That's good.
Ready. Taming the winds.
And get a charge into the back here.
Ancestors.
Sail.
Get the healing going.
Yes. My power is
And you guys don't really have anything to shoot at.
ready.
shoot at. Then these guys. That's fine. All right. So this game, Sisters really paid off. They killed Vermeers, they killed Wolfric, they killed Vermeer Caster. And all these guys, the more the champions, they are very capable in terms of melee. But the thing is, they are kind of different from other infantry units. They are very tanky, but they kill stuff really slow. That's why I can just use my spears to hold them for really long. And I haven't even used my white knights yet. So meanwhile, like if I put these guys in, they're just gonna mop the floor with those more of the champions. So yeah. I think the downfall of this list is because it's just too concentrated. You cannot go very elite in infantry and monsters. You're just gonna go one way or another, you know. If you want to bring very good infantry, you're gonna suffer in this department. If you bring both, then your army is gonna look really small. Alright, and I'm just gonna take a short break, bio break. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Now, let's do more games. Should I save that list? Let's work on my high elf against Loskin list. I think that was a really good way to do that, but I think there's some improvements left. So high elf Loskin. Oh, that's the old list where I just basically spent Dragon Princess, which is really good as well, but I like the Sisters. As well, get 3 Sisters, 6 Spears, 2 White Knights, and that unit there. And that one there. And just rank up these guys twice. And the main issue for this list is it's very small. Like, I wish I can have a dragon. Can a dragon? I don't know. I think fireballs are better, way better. Let's save this list as well. High elf, Loskin, Sisters. Right. And let's do one more, and then I'm probably gonna go watch that tournament as well. Sounds very exciting over there. Alright. Let's see what my opponent is gonna pick. Empire again. Okay. So we used Lizardman and then maybe use another faction again against Empire. Maybe use Orcs. I think Orcs are very good against Empire. Right. Have skirmishes, have queen. When you have queen, you just need to win the front run really fast. Let's try this. Let's try this. I'm very excited for this. Empire may have a very big army though, and that could be problematic. The thing with the list is that now usually people put a limit of 5 units max of each in yes, of course. And ladder is different because on ladder most units are limited to 6, but OP stuff like deck droppers, handguns on ladder is limited to 4. So I don't think a limit 5 and a limit 6 will make that much difference. But by limiting some OP units to 4, I think is a way to go. And also you can't spam a lot of stuff in tournaments as well. I think they have a monster rule as well. Like you can't bring more than 2 single entity large monsters and stuff. And also you cannot have 2 casters. And on the ladder, a lot of people just abuse 2 casters, especially death casters. So OTO, I think tournament is definitely better, but the ladder is also evolving as well. Like in the past, there's no limit whatsoever, and people just, I still remember people spend like literally 12 or 15 missile caps and stuff. And right now, all missile caps are limited to 5 as well, so which is good. So you cannot bring more than 5 that same Murder Horseman or that type. But in most cases, especially infantry, unleather is a limit of 6. Alright, I kind of forget what are we playing against. Oh, Empire, yes, we are playing Orcs. And we got a really small, tiny army here because we picked the Queen, so really have to work a little bit. I think I'm just gonna do that. Beacons, alright, beacons, always nice to have them. These guys, then you get these guys. Alright, on the flank. There you go. Relatively small army. See how we go. And they have a small army too. Wow. It's only 820. All right. That's interesting. That's very interesting list. Okay. Okay. And let's get some poking. Are those handguns? Yes, those are handguns. All right. Great cannon. Rush. Just basically get these guys going. Alright. Try to wrap around. Take our friends, yes. Okay, let's do some of that. Wrap around. And I think it's the time for the walk. Go. And call France actually. Get rid of that. There. Please, get rid of them. Alright, all good. That's really good now. And get you guys wrap around here. Okay. and actually cast out onto these dummies. Get onto those handguns. Get onto those handgunners. And there you go. Everything just... Right, you guys. And there you go. GG. So the cannon actually took out a lot of health of my queen. That cannon is a very good pick. And also he's got 2 calves as well, but he doesn't have a caster. LTO, it's just his infantry are just basically too weak against orc infantry. So that's why I can actually manage to just quickly get through the spears and then get to the back line. And also he charged Car France onto my Goblin Wolf Riders. You don't want to do that because Goblin Wolf Riders is gonna keep you underground while I popped Wag and got a rear charge from Azak onto him. So it's just, he's just not having a good day. Alright. And I believe that wraps up today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Oroka Boss Warhammer Academy. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.